Good morning. Let's see if this one gets out. Like I said, some of these I post, some I don't. Some are just rantings. Just a way of me venting about daily events and about other things that are going on. Otherwise than that, I got nothing but love for everyone. But got to put things in perspective sometime. And got in the last night or in the middle of the night, I woke up and I had this feeling, this sense, thinking about things like this, and I just. And I think I'm going to try writing it out, but I'm going to talk it out right now. God, it's such a sadness. When I thought about Trump himself, and it's just sad to watch unfold. It's just sad to know the history of his life and then to see what's going on right now. And let's be real, we're talking about money. It's nice to have, but if that's all you've had in life, you've had no worries, you've had no problems, per se, have never known any hardships like regular people, like normal, I won't say normal, regular, like your average person has. How to pay a bill, God, am I gonna, oh crap, my car is crapped out. Do I have enough money to get another one? Or, debt. All of a sudden you got bills and stuff like that. I'm facing hospital bills on top of everything. And I just look and go, okay, thank God I got insurance, But things like that. Your daily awareness that you are alive in a world that would eat you up in a heartbeat. Your daily awareness is in your face all the time. It's not so much with him. And so, or it hasn't been. And that's the sad part of it all. I sit there and I go, well, what the, at some of the things he says and does, I just don't know. And then it kind of hit me. That part never really hit me, but last night hit me this sadness, this overwhelming sense of sadness for him, based on that, basically, that he's never really known that. But once again, how rich my life is because of certain things, And one of the things that brought that whole feeling into play was, I can look at the mountains, I can look at a shoreline, I can go and look at all these things of beauty from nature, but wow, I've slept on the ground, I've slept in a tent, I've camped, I've been cold at night while sleeping, it was like, because I was camping. And so I can't say that he's ever done that. It sounds odd, but those are the enriching things in your life that you go, that we know that someone in a gold or ivory tower never has. He's never gone through that Buddha phase where he's so rich and then walked out one time and looked over the back wall and saw the rest of humanity, and it moved him. So, and so I just, the sadness, that lonely at the top feeling, the sadness of being that entitled and never experiencing life the way that normal people do, and we ask that he be empathetic, and it even bolsters the fact he doesn't know how to. He simply doesn't know how to because he's never gone through that phase. I feel sorry that he had a father who was probably showed him a sliver of the love that our fathers did. Dysfunction comes in many different forms in a family. And his was no different than any kid who grew up with a father who was a drinker and backhand him through the drywall. Okay? Or some kid who grew up with just one parent because the other one split or something like that. Dysfunction comes regardless of financial, regardless of race, into any family, regardless of religion, into any family. But going back through what I was saying, this utter sadness that fell over me, and it was like I asked God, I went, what is this that I can process? How can I process this? And love of money was what brought him to that phase. Brought his parents to that phase, and this was, if you don't keep your humanity in check, you'll never really know it, because it blinds you. I'm happy the guy lives in a fucking penthouse. I'm happy that he's got his own golf course. 1, 2, 5, 10, doesn't matter. Okay? But if he's never gone through the same struggles that average people have, how can he possibly understand where we come from? In the same token, I cannot understand what it means to not get up in the morning and have to go to work. Okay? I had to do that just for a little bit of time because of my heart attack. And it, for the most part, kind of drove me nuts, but I humbled down in it and said, okay, teach me through this process. And this is what I came out with. So, I look and I go, and it's not a disdain, it's not an envy, it's not a jealousy to anybody that has money, because I know of people that have money that seem to have far more compassion in talking with people than what I'm seeing out of our president, out of our leader. And that's so sad. I would like to go, if I had a couple questions I could give to him, it would be so off the wall. I would expect answers, not this bullshit political type answers you always hear out of everyone or out of him. I'd be going, when was the last time that you slept on the ground camping? Or in a tent? Plain simple. Nice summer night. You pitch your tent in a state park, or even in your backyard. God, how cool would it be to sleep in a tent on some fairway, you know, or some green of a golf course? I would ask that question, because I think the answer would be revealing. I really think it would be. I'll bring it back around and say how sad that a person is in touch with the real world, with nature, with what can befall people spending one night in the dark without the amenities. That's what I have to say. Nothing but love once again. I wish nothing but a great weekend for everyone, and hope that we can pull through. And if you seem like you're it's getting crazy or whatever, you just turn around and put your arms out wide. Put your arms out wide. Get ready to embrace it and go, go for it, world. Faith prepared me for you. Put your arms out wide like Jesus on a cross. Go for it. You're going to any way you want to. Try your best shot. Faith prepared me for your coming. It gives you a sense of hope. It gives you a sense of strength, knowing that nothing can come against you, because you've already been through this kind of crap. And I'll go off a little bit on a religious and say, hey, Jesus died for you. This is what he died for this kind of understanding. So, hey, nothing but love, and I'll let it go here. Have a good weekend.